And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tarot Thursday. This is Reverend Mary Hawk, and with me is Reverend Bryan. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Bryan's back from vacation, raring to go.
Woo.
Woo. So, before we get going this evening, we'll go over the ground rules for when Bryan and I are reading together. One, we're not medical people. We can't predict, so we're not going to do any medical questions. We can't predict the gender of your forthcoming offspring, but congratulations. We're not legal people, so we can't predict the outcome of your legal cases, but good luck. We can't predict the outcome of any global conflict, and we're not going to predict the outcome of the upcoming election. But go vote. And how are you doing tonight, Bryan?
I'm good.
That's good. And I'm glad to hear it's a little less than sweltering in New York City.
Yep.
Hey, Felicia, good to see you. And Felicia is asking for a general reading. Yes, we're so glad to see you every Thursday. I appreciate you being here, Felicia. So the first card I've got for you is the Eight of Wands. So look for some sudden changes in your situation. The next card I've got for you is the Queen of Lamps. This card, the Suit of Lamps, deals with spiritual matters, and the Queen of Lamps talks about working in your situation with what you already have rather than looking to bring something new into the situation. And then finally, I've got the Fluffy. Now, when Reverend Don did the Kickstarter, one of the options was to do your own card, and our friend Fluffy commissioned this card. As you can see, the wolf has lost a foot, and Fluffy had to have a foot amputated shortly before he commissioned this card. So, this card is talking about taking what a lot of people might consider to be a negative outcome and turning it around and making it positive. So I hope you find that helpful, Felicia. And blessed be to Corey Judy in the chat room.
So the first card, Felicia, I have is the Nine of Pentacles. So really taking some time for self-indulgence. You've been working hard. Treat yourself. The second card I have is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is about taking risks and that, luck and fate. But with indulging yourself, there is change coming. So don't overindulge because you don't want to be caught in a position where you need something and you don't have it because you bought a new phone or something. So be mindful of what you indulge in. And the last card for this reading is the Six of Cups, which is about familiarity and nostalgia. So I think when it comes to treating yourself, it's something from your past or from your childhood or teenage years that is potentially bringing you joy or a memory or good vibes from before. So it's a good time to do that with the weekend coming.
Okay. Hope that's helpful, Felicia. And Corey has asked for a reading. So, yeah, we can do a general reading for you.
I'm going to change decks right now. I don't like how these cards are feeling. Too slippery.
You don't like how they feel?
They're too slippery.
Are you having texture issues with your cards?
I am neurodivergent, so it's not uncommon.
I know, I'm messing with you.
But yes, I do have sometimes issues with like card stock of the cards.
Okay. We'll do a reading for Judy. Sorry about that.
Yes, that was not a psychic. I don't like how my cards are feeling. That was a spicy.
Yeah, I'm just
how my cards are feeling.
I'm kidding you.
I know you are, but the general publics don't know that. Well, not the general public, just the streaming public.
Okay. So the first card I've got for you, Judy, is the Six of Swords, which suggests a journey. It could be a physical journey, but I'm kind of getting the feeling this refers to your spiritual journey. Then I've got the High Priestess, and this suggests that you need to be in contact with your higher self. Then I've got the Five of Swords, which is suggesting some conflict or just the general idea that maybe you're feeling like things are a bit of a dumpster fire. So I'm going to pull one more card for you. And I've got the Ten of Swords. So this is indicating the end of a cycle. So even if things are feeling really upsetting right now, bear with it and things are going to move on. And I'm going to pull one more. And then we move into the Four of Cups, where things are going to be feeling okay for you. You might feel like they could be better, but they will be feeling okay. And hello to Anissa.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. So the first card I pulled, Judy, is the Two of Cups, which is cups are about emotion and partnership, but this I see is not romantic partnership. This I feel is like partnership at work. And the reason I said that is because the second card I pulled is the Ace of Pentacles. So I'm getting the vibe that there's a new partnership in your employment situation that is new or newly formed. But I do see that you're hopeful for whatever that partnership is with the start. And I'm going to pull one more card. Well, I got the rebirth before the hope part because that's what I pulled after. So whatever this new partnership is, definitely for the better, and something new and something to be manifested for the material gain of both of you.
Okay. And Judy says, yes, it's true. All right. And then Catherine has asked, what does the universe have for me financially and family? That's kind of two readings. Why don't I take family and you take financials, Bryan?
That's fine. You can take feelings and family.
I'll take feelings. All right. So, what are we seeing for family for
Feeling.
Catherine? Well, actually, the first card I've got is the Four of Pentacles, which is technically financials, but it could refer to your family. It's talking about being in a stable place financially. So you have sufficient to meet your needs and you're able to share with others. Now, the next card I've got really refers to yourself rather than your family. And this is the Seven of Lamps. In the deck I read with, the Suit of Lamps refers to spiritual matters. And with the Seven of Lamps, we see a woman standing in a lake or a river under the full moon, and she's cleansing herself and letting go of the past. So, if you've got past family issues, it is time to let go, cleanse those and let go. And then finally, I've got the Tower. So things are going to change drastically. And I'm going to pull one more card for you, like Reverend Donna's taught us. And I get the Six of Swords. Second time it's shown up today. So this means travel, or it could mean more of a spiritual journey. So I'm thinking it refers more to your family's kind of journey on your path together as a family. Things are changing and improving. Over to you, Bryan.
Money time. We love money. Well, apparently, Mary does love money. You know why I said that, Mary?
Why? Hee 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 hee.
So I pulled the Queen of Swords, which is Mary's card. And that's why I said Mary does like money. So when it comes to the Queen of Swords, much like Mary, you need to think with your brain because obviously, when talking about your family as well, it sounds like a lot of you are trying to think and figure out how to better communicate when it comes to your money. Oh, here comes my child. She has gotten herself kicked out of the bedroom. So I would say definitely brainstorming new ways to budget within your family would probably be important. The Magician, manifesting new ways as a family to get your money where you need it to go or how to grow your money. Hello, my child. And then the last card I have is the Eight of Wands, which is about fast and rapid progress. So definitely when it comes to money, you're thinking of new ways for it to come in. You're looking for, new opportunities. I will say that those opportunities are coming and they're going to move fast. Still be prepared. Elvis agrees.
Okay. Hello, Elvis.
Say hello to the people, Elvis.
Or just show us your tail, whatever makes you happy. Hi, Michael. Good to see you.
She's here.
Hello, Elvis. And yes, Judy, when I pull the High Priestess, that does mean you need to focus on your spirituality. Oh, don't worry about being late, Michael. I'm glad that all makes sense for you, Catherine. And hello to Michelle. And Darcy has asked us for a general reading. How's my favorite black and white kitty from New York City? Ooh, I made a rhyme.
Good job, Mary. All right.
Yeah.
Cards for Darcy. Elvis, you want to come pull some cards? No.
You want to come meow for us?
Don't invite her to do that. I mean, you could.
And it's not 10 o'clock yet, Elvis.
No. No, it is not. All right. Cards. All right. So the first card I have for Darcy is the Hierophant. So definitely, spending some more time thinking about the spiritual side of things. Hello, my child. Would probably do some good right around now. Yeah. Good job. The second card I pulled is the Wheel, which is also the Wheel of Fortune, which is also about taking chances. Elvis, stop jumping all over the place. So
You
definitely
have a
taking
tail.
more chances when it comes to the spiritual side of things would probably do you some good. And the last card I pulled is the World, which means that one thing is coming to a beginning when something else is ending. So I feel like in the spiritual sense of things, you are not sure where you stand and you would like to maybe explore some new things or maybe get back to a sense of spirituality that brought you some peace and reflection um, at an earlier point in your life. Stop it. If you want to say hello to Darcy, just say hello.
Okay. So the first card I've got for you is the Eight of Swords. And so you may be feeling stuck right now, like you're not moving at all. The next card I've got for you is the Three of Pentacles, and this means being recognized for your work. Hey, Elvis, Darcy meowed back at you. And Darcy, the final card I've got for you is the Magus. So this card means you have the ability to manifest whatever you want. So even if you're feeling stuck right now, that's really an illusion. Whatever you want to manifest in your life, you have the ability to do it. You really just need to focus your energy. Now I need to scroll back up through the chat and be sure we're caught up. All right. Bryan, Jill says you look awesome.
Okay.
And Michelle has asked for a reading on her spiritual path. And then we've got a question from Serpentine. Darcy says, thank you, very helpful. And Rev Michael says Elvis is being Elvis. And so she is. I have to ask, are you a married cat daddy?
Yes. What? Would you like to tell the people what you feel about cat ladies? Oh.
Okay. At one point, I was a married cat lady with 4 cats. They have all crossed the Rainbow Bridge, although one of them still comes back to sleep on me sometimes. And after one of them passed, the same night I had a dream where I saw my father with my cat Frosty sitting in his lap, and he said, he's a good cat, Mary, but damn it, he sheds everywhere.
Yeah, that's what my dad would say about Elvis.
So yeah, that I actually went from crying to waking up laughing.
So we're doing Michelle, right?
We are doing Michelle, who has asked for guidance for her spiritual path, and
Okay.
we have a jumper.
Well, I can go first while you pick cards up off the floor.
Alrighty.
All right. So the first card I pulled is the Five of Pentacles, which is about trials and tribulations, which is very fitting when talking in the spiritual context. So I would say that's been your past spiritual self. The Eight of Pentacles talks about hustling and grinding in the terms of money, but also can be applied to the spiritual context of things, because once you get out of trials and tribulations, especially in the pagan world, hustling for what you want to do spiritually sort of checks out, because there's a varying way of ways you can go. So there's nothing wrong with that. Just one book at a time is my suggestion. Um, and the last card I pulled is the Nine of Wands, which is about gaining wisdom and perseverance. So again, it all kind of checks out: trials and tribulations, hustling, and then persevering to bigger and better intellectual wisdom and thoughts. So I would say that spiritually you're on the right path. Um, but really taking the time to figure out which path you want to go down is probably what's most useful, is my suggestion.
All right. So the jumper is the Seven of Lamps, second time showing up this evening. And as I said before, this card refers to a spiritual purification, especially letting go of the past. So anything from your past that is holding you back, now is the time to let it go, do a burning, do shadow work, whatever you need to do to put the old patterns behind you, do it. Now, the next card I've got is the Seven of Wands. And this says that moving forward is going to take some careful planning. So, piggybacking on what Bryan said, you need to decide where you want to go at this point with your spiritual path. Out of all the many different options open to you, which way are you going? And I've got the Queen of Wands. Of course, wands are about passions, and the Queen is about harnessing that passion and using it to move forward in the direction you want. And then finally, I've got the Soul card. And with this card, we see Mother Earth depicted as a mother with an infant child. And this card is telling us that there are some important lessons in your current situation that you need to learn. So pay attention and ask yourself what the universe is trying to teach you.
You want to say that 3 times fast?
No,
Okay.
getting it out once was enough. So, Michelle, I hope that's helpful. And then we got a question from Serpentine. I know I'm not giving any context to this, but I just need to know what the cards think. Should I buy the dollhouse? Well, since at one point I was an avid collector of miniatures, I think you should buy the dollhouse. But we'll
The
consult the
card.
cards.
The, well, questions like this usually only need one card. And I did not do this on purpose. You need to consult your spouse. Because if you get a dollhouse, they get a dollhouse. What are they going to put in the dollhouse? What are you going to put in the dollhouse? So everybody play nice together and decide if you're getting a dollhouse or not. What's fair is fair. Balance is
Okay, just a moment. I'm shuffling up here for you. And I got a jumper, and the jumper's face up, so I'm going to say buy the dollhouse. It's also the King of Swords, which is someone who communicates well and manages circumstances to get what he wants out of him. So yes, buy the dollhouse. And come back next week and tell us all about the dollhouse.
all right.
All right. Michael wants to know what the cards say about living locations. All right, Michael, I know you're considering moving. I need you. She is watching on my phone. She's laughing and will buy the dollhouse, says Darcy. Yay! Michael, can you rephrase that? I mean, we need a more specific question. What do the cards say about a specific location? So we can ask them yay or nay.
Actually, I kind of like this one without the yay or nay. Hold on a second.
All right, if you can do that, go right ahead. I
think
feel
I
like I would
can.
need a location on it.
Well, Michael, you're going to, based on what I pulled, he's moving somewhere where he can see more stars. Something tells me he doesn't get to see a lot of, I don't know, Aurora Borealis in southern Florida. So definitely going somewhere. Yeah, I got Michigan because I got stars. Unless you can see that in Tennessee that I don't know about.
Not usually.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with Michigan.
Well, okay. He's pulling Michigan. Let's see here. We don't actually have any other questions in the chat right now.
Elvis, do you have any opinions? You do?
So let's see here.
Oh.
All right. You gave me 3 locations. I'm going to draw 1 card on each one, up or down. Hi, Buttercup. All right, Florida. What does the card say about moving to Florida or staying in Florida? Well, that looks positive. What do the cards say about moving to Tennessee? That could also be positive. Moving to Michigan. Well, they all could be positive. So, staying in Florida, you have the 9 of Lamps, and that is completing the cycle and mastering your spiritual abilities. Going to Tennessee, we have the Moon, and this is talking about doing ritual. And then going to Michigan is talking about doing a lot of work in community. So they all look pretty positive. Hey, Buttercup. I hope that's helpful, Michael.
I think we skipped Salvatore.
Oh, did we skip Salvatore? I'm sorry. Yes, we did. Salvatore, I apologize. Uh, Salvatore is asking about the direction for their love life. Sorry about that.
I can go.
Okay.
So the first card I pulled, Salvatore, is the Hierophant, which is about a spiritual journey. Um, being aware of yourself is the first important step of getting into a relationship. Yes, Elvis. Uh huh. You mentioned an ex. I will say that you're still, going through that, and it's a period of death and rebirth in terms of dying in that relationship and then coming into a new. So, still working through that is okay. It takes time. Elvis, stop knocking other decks on the floor. The last card I pulled is the Sun, meaning that there is happiness on the horizon. It's going to take time and doing some additional work. I'm going to pull one more card
Because.
because I can. Knowing your communication style is going to be the biggest part of this. Whatever you've done previously that hasn't worked, research or look into other communication styles and bettering your communication style, because that will be the key to the next relationship.
All right. So the first card I've got for you is Justice. And this means manifesting something that you have been working towards. I've got the Four of Lamps, and lamps deals with spirituality. And this is talking about realizing there is more for you to learn in the spiritual realm. And then I've got the Princess of Swords. And the Princess of Swords counsels us to be very careful in our communications in this situation. So I'm going to pull one more card.
That's not
And
fair.
I've got the Four of Swords, which suggests you're in a rest period. So you did mention you're still dealing with your feelings for your ex. So you still need to process that. But when you begin meeting new people, be very careful that you are communicating clearly, setting your boundaries clearly, and talking about what you need in a relationship. And also look to your own spiritual path at this point in time. You need to focus on that as well.
Don't pull a Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
And I hope that is helpful.
Alrighty. What's next?
Okay. Next, we got Buttercup, who asked, what is the current feeling of someone named R?
That feels like we're asking about R, though.
What is R's feeling? Okay, Buttercup, can you clarify that? Are you asking what are R's feelings for you?
Yes? What? Come on.
And Salvatore says, wow, you're both on point. I feel so validated. Much warmer feelings inside. Communication was the problem in my past. I can't talk tonight. Thank you both and much love.
Good job, Elvis.
And hello, Marianne. Yes, Buttercup is asking about R's feelings for Buttercup. Okay. It's a feelings question. Deal with it.
You want to take this one by yourself?
No,
Okay.
you can deal with it.
I can. My cards are sassy.
Every deck you own is sassy. It's because you're sassy.
It's on brand.
You're just a sassy guy. Every
Yes.
pair of pants you own are your sassy pants.
Yes, and I just got off the feelings bus. Why do I have to get back on? They just let me get off.
Hi, Jody.
Hey, Bryan, you can get off the bus now. Oh, sorry. False alarm. Back on the bus you go. Are we sure we want me to do this?
I'm positive.
Uh-huh. All right, folks. I warned y'all, and she said so. So the first card I pulled is the Nine of Swords, which is about anxiety and worry, which is not something you want to hear about people's feelings for you. So this person has some anxiety and some worry. Can I have a yes, Jody? You can have one card in 3 readings. So there's some anxiety and worry, and on behalf of R, they are seeking some sort of control and stability, but come from a very conservative way of thinking. So it's something to keep in mind. The last card I pulled is the Ten of Wands, which also talks about duty, responsibility, and obligation. So I would say that their feelings are good, but they have a lot of personal work they need to do, and it might not be the best time to get involved with someone, but they're trying their best.
All right. First card I have is the Six of Lamps, and I was focusing specifically on R's feelings here. The Six of Lamps refers to someone doing a vision quest. So Buttercup R is focused a lot on their own spiritual development right now. It's going to make them a better person in the long run. Then I got the Ace of Wands. Wands are about passion and energy. So there is a lot of passion and energy in the relationship between you two. And then I got the Seven of Swords. Now, swords are about communication. And the seven means the situation is difficult. You can achieve victory. I don't usually see it around a relationship. And I'm going to pull one more card here. And I got the Nine of Lamps, which is talking about perfecting spirituality. I'm going to say if you are looking for a relationship with R is going to have to deal with their own battles before this happens. R's not in a good place yet. They have their own personal stuff they've got to get in order.
Elvis agrees.
Elvis agrees. So I hope that's helpful. And we have got a reading before that. Let's see. Marianne has asked for a card. You know, we do 3 at a time, folks.
No, I
Just started.
like it when people say a card. It means they get one. Uno. Singular.
Marianne has just started studies in mental health.
Yes, I remember that.
All right. So we are pulling a card for Marianne about studies and mental health.
They ask for a card, they get one card, with the possibility for one more card if the universe agrees.
Because
right.
Bryan's got his double sassy pants on tonight.
Would it be TMI if I told you I wasn't wearing any pants?
Yes.
I'm wearing like boxer shorts, but not pants. It's
And
too
this
hot.
will live forever on YouTube, folks.
Boxer shorts are clothing. The first card I pulled is strength. So obviously you're just starting your mental health studying journey. So much strength and courage your way as you crack them books. Go crack them books. But you'll be fine. Tink.
So I pulled the Seven of Cups.
Money.
So the Seven of Cups means you have a lot of good choices laid out in front of you, Marianne. And of course, mental health is a field with many, many options in it. So, you have many ways you could specialize in it, and many things will be open to you. So I'm going to pull one more card, and I got the Five of Swords. So I'm going to say it may feel like a lot sometimes. It's going to pay off in the end with the Ace of Pentacles. So keep at it. All right. Jody Ray asked us for a card or a reading, and this one's a general. And then Nathan's asked for a reading, and then Zebra's asked for a reading.
So wait, try that again. Where are we going?
Jody Ray has asked for a general reading.
Okay. Yes, we do not wear pants in the summertime.
Speak for yourself.
I'm also 4 feet 10 inches tall, so let me remind you that most shorts are actually capris on me.
I wear capris for pants. I'm 5 foot nothing.
Exactly. Yes. Do you have something you would like to say to the people? Oh. We have to pull cards now.
Elvis says if I love on you, 10 o'clock will come earlier. Sorry, folks. I've been taking migraine meds. I can't talk, but I'm here.
I was going to say, you made it to the party. At least you're not on muscle relaxants.
Darcy says, put on pants, Elvis.
So she could get hair all over them. Good idea. So the first card I pulled is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is about there's nothing in the world like a mother doesn't love. It's about like pure earthly maternal abundance and nourishment, right? It's like the grandma who gives you money because she can. Like Mary. So I would say that you're in a good place when it comes to material and like financial stuff. But you're still hoping with the star for more. Hope is good. And eventually the sun comes out and you get it. So I would say in that regard, like, you're doing all the things you need to do, just don't push too hard. Things are progressing along nicely. So keep that in mind.
Okay. And hello to Michael.
Again?
Different Michael.
Okay.
All right. First card I've got for you is the Emperor. Usually represents temporal authority and can also represent cycles. Things come, they go. I've got the Three of Wands, which means you're going to achieve your aims with help for someone else. And I've got the Queen of Lamps, second time tonight. And the Queen of Lamps says you can to work within the resources you have to find the solution to your current issue. So I hope that is helpful. All right, and after Jody, we have Nathan, who says, "Hey, you guys, I just lost my job recently, and I don't know what to do next as empath." And Nathan, sorry to hear that.
We have 13 minutes left.
Yes, I'm glad it was helpful, Jody.
Dropped my little tin on the Elvis threw my tin on the floor.
I think it counts as a jumper.
The tin?
Huh?
The tin
Oh,
the card, yeah.
the T-I-N, not the T-E-N.
Yes. So I will say, Nathan, that with the Nine of Wands, whatever path you were like, whatever skill or trade or whatever your job was, you were good at it. So that is the kind of work you should be doing, just with or for someone else. So definitely not a new path, the same path, because you have wisdom there, and that wisdom should not go to waste. The second card I pulled is Temperance, which is about balance and patience. So finding this new job is going to take time. Like anything, it doesn't happen overnight. So do be patient, and maintain whatever schedules or routines you had, so that you don't get depressed or lose hope. And the last card I pulled is the Hanged Man, which is about sacrifice and so I think your time at that place was done. Probably, not the way you wanted to go, but you knew you should have gone sooner and you didn't do it. So just have patience and look for a newer place in the same field, and I feel you'll be successful there.
All right. The first card I've got for you is the Prince of Cups. And cups are about our emotions. And the Prince is about communication as well. So stay on top of your emotions in this situation. But I'm also going to say talk to people. So be networking. Whatever contacts you've got in your field, work them. Then we've got time here. And time is a cycle. Things come up, they go down. So just bear in mind, even if things look rough right now, they won't always be rough. I've got the moon. And here you can see, I'll pull it a little closer to the camera. You can see people doing a ritual in the triptychs. So I'm going to encourage you to be working magic to produce your ideal job. And I've got the Three of Pentacles, which means you have a reputation of doing very good work. So I don't think you're going to go very long without a position. And I hope that is helpful. And hello to KG, who has asked if they could post a question. So go ahead and post your question, KG. And this is going to be our last one for the night because we're getting close to the top of the hour.
Can time. Right, Elvis?
Well, I'm glad that was spot on, and best wishes to you as you manifest another position for yourself.
See, my cards may not do feelings, but they know their stuff. So, nana, nana, nana.
And KG wants to know, what's my partner's actions towards me in the next 2 weeks? Hey, Bryan, it's feelings.
Run.
Hey,
Far away.
Fluffy, your card came up earlier.
You know, that's usually how you summon Fluffy.
Yeah, I pulled
Only
the
it took
Fluffy.
around 50 minutes to get him here.
He was busy. Or maybe Baxter was being a handful and he had to calm Baxter down before he could get online.
Too many Dr. Peppers?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hypes a wolf up, you know.
Does that make Jay part wolf?
How'd you do that?
He drinks a lot of Dr. Pepper.
Oh.
He just doesn't howl at the moon. He needs Serena to teach him.
Okay. Zebra, did we skip you?
I think we did.
I'm sorry. We will do you next, Zebra. Hang on.
So I think it's going to be KG and Zebra to close out.
Yes, I'm sorry, Zebra. Remember what I said about dealing with the migraine today?
Better than muscle relaxants.
Well, the first card I've got about for you, KG, is the Hanged Man. And this shows Odin hanging on the tree for 9 nights and 9 days to get the wisdom of the runes. So I'm going to say your partner might be a little distant over the next 2 weeks.
Lillian, unfortunately, we're finished for the night after Zebra. So please come back next week.
Then we've got the Five of Swords, so there may be some conflict there. But we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So there's some good energy in the material realm. I drew one more card and I've got Heart. So there's a lot of deep emotional energy between you. The next couple of weeks might be rough, but you can work through it.
So I get a lot of passion and sexy time, but that's about it. We got the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands. So passion and fun, which is good. And then I also got the Wheel, which is about this relationship is sort of fun and risky and exciting. I'm going to pull one more card. And, you're both enjoying it, but I'm not seeing longevity. I'm just seeing sort of like Grease. You had a lot of fun on the beach and you don't expect to bump into each other again, but it could happen. Only you don't expect that part. So enjoy the summer fun, but see where it goes. Nothing too serious.
Okay. Now, Zebra, then we're out.
Yep. Lillian, unfortunately, we have to finish at 11 o'clock. So Zebra will be our last one.
Okay, Zebra. The first card I've got for you is the Ten of Swords. So you are coming to the end of a cycle. And then I've got time as well. So, and this is talking about, things working in cycles and things go up, they come down. So, whatever is going on in your life right now, it's about to change. I've got the Lovers, which means you're going to have to make a choice. And I'm going to pull one more card for you. And I got the Seven of Pentacles, which means you need to take a step back and think about things, especially around the material world, work, finances,
World.
Okay, Bryan, have at.
So the first card I pulled is the Four of Swords, which is about a recharge, specifically in communication. Maybe it's a social media break, maybe it's turning your phone off and leaving it in the car. A recharge around how you communicate or how you want to communicate less, maybe with others for a little bit. Or in Elvis's case, how she wants can't. Yeah. No cans. Well, cans in 2 minutes. Second card I pulled is Judgment, which is about also reflection. So, like I said, again, maybe taking that step back and reflecting on where things are going and how you want things or how things could be better. And the last card is also a 4 card, which is the Four of Pentacles. So Pentacles being in the material realm, really working in being able to be more financially stable and focusing more on that and less on maybe things like social media and things that draw your attention away from what your goals are. So it's a great time to refocus and use the energy of August to do that as we get into that month. There you go.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Want to do a quick shout out. Join us tomorrow night at 7 Central or 8 Eastern for Paranormal Friday.
Whoa.
You're welcome, Zebra. I'm glad that helped. I'll be interviewing ghost hunter Josh Charas, and we'll be doing more paranormal episodes after that. And Sunday, 3 p.m., we'll have another episode of Pagan News. And then Sunday at 9, Ed Hubbard and I will be discussing This Week in Prophecy. So have a great evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and blessed be.